Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly astrology and a special pick a card reading. Well, it's actually pick a crystal for this week. What I'm actually doing this week is looking at your year ahead. So it's a little bit late, not really. We're in January still. So we can see, well, I wanted to see what I could do for you in terms of looking at what's coming up ahead for 2019 for you. So for each pile, is every pile has this, what is it, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards each, 2 tarot cards and 3 different oracle cards. Okay, so I've got 2 cards from the Witch's Tarot, which is one of my favorite tarot decks, and if you've had readings with me, you know I use it a lot. Followed by a card from the Numerology Oracle deck and a card from the Guardian Angel reading cards, and then another card from the Zodiac reading cards. So have a look at the crystals and I'll tell you what they are. So the first one is Pyrite. It's absolutely gorgeous. The next one is what's it called? Blue Goldstone. I couldn't remember. It's got all these amazing sparkles in there. Love that. The third one is Rose Quartz. And the last one is a stunning piece of Labradorite. You can see the flashes of green, blue. It's like, what is it? The Aurora Borealis. It looks like that. It's amazing. So, as I'm talking about this week's astrology, which I'm still going to cover, have a look at which pile of cards you are drawn to. And yeah, I'm just going to hold it there for a minute for you to have a look, and then I'm going to start talking about the astrology for the week. Alright, so let's talk about the astrology for this week. And the astrology portion is just for the week ahead of the 14th to the 20th of January, but the cards are to look at influences for you for the whole year, just certain key themes, okay? So for this week, on Monday we have transiting Mercury in Capricorn conjunct Saturn in Capricorn, of course. So on Monday, there can be a feeling of mentally feeling either very serious or needing to get very focused, needing to get down to business, having to plan some things, having to deal with authority figures, possibly having a meeting with your boss, or having to deal with an elderly parent or someone else in authority. If you're not dealing with people in authority, you may be just planning things for your future and you're feeling quite serious about it. Or you might be in a bit of a heavy or slightly depressive mental state with this energy. So just be aware it only really lasts for Monday-ish. And, you know, it sort of starts to ease off after that. But there can be some delays as well with travel, because Saturn tends to restrict and slow things down, and Mercury does, you know, relate to communications and travel, so it could delay and restrict issues for you relating to your travel or with your computers, your phones, some kind of communication delays. So yeah, all of this week Jupiter is square with Neptune, Jupiter in Sagittarius square with Neptune in Pisces, so this is a bit of a confusing energy for the whole week. So it might be a little bit like things feel a bit up in the air in some way. Can be hard to make sort of serious decisions at this time because of the Jupiter square Neptune influence. Try not to get carried away with over idealism, I would say, but Mercury and Saturn conjunction does balance out reality with idealism. So yeah, I think the energies can balance out actually in the early part of the week, but just, yeah, be aware that things are unclear at this time in some way, and maybe hard to get really clear answers about things, so you may just have to rely on your intuition this week. Thursday to Saturday, we have a really nice transit with Mars in Aries, trine Venus in Sagittarius. This can be, you know, a fun romantic energy, a harmonious energy, you know, freedom type energy. It's good for getting around, getting things done, being busy, or taking time to do fun things if you have the chance to. Saturday and Sunday there is transiting Sun squared Uranus, so this can bring something unexpected, and especially for anyone that has placements at the very end of Cancer, Capricorn, Aries and Libra. This could affect you in some unexpected ways. It's sort of like stability and security and tradition sort of challenges or clashes with the unexpected or the desire to forge ahead independently. So there can be a clash between responsibilities versus what you want to do on your own on this weekend coming up. Also on Sunday, We have Sun on the analytic degree of Capricorn before it moves into Aquarius next week. There could be issues with government, authorities and parents, or sense of what your stability is moving forward for your life. And then that's pretty much for this. That's it for this week. And then next week we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Leo, and I'll talk about that next week. All right, so let's get to these crystals. So again, 1, 2, 3 or 4, Pyrite, blue goldstone, rose quartz, or Labradorite. You've probably already chosen by now. I'm going to go ahead and read each one. So I'm going to read Pyrite first. So let's see what, hopefully, I'm just going to hold them up today, what everyone has here. Oh wow, so this year if you've chosen Pyrite, that's really interesting, because Pyrite, the crystal itself, is actually a crystal that, or a stone, this one, that actually attracts abundance into your life. So it's actually good to place this in terms of feng shui, in just as you come in your door of your home. And there's certain corners of the home where it's more effective than others, but sort of if you have like a table where you come into your home and you put your keys down or something on it, something like that can actually help bring in abundance. So it's just funny because it relates to abundance. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So if you've chosen this one, for you this year, looks like you're working on abundance, and there's going to be new opportunities for you financially this year. So that's very good. Definitely new beginnings in finances, but also hard work. So it shows that what I'm getting with this is there's a need for you to grow this year, okay? So if you've been working really hard, but it's kind of like the same, there's a need for you to sort of, what I'm getting is branching out more, having a mindset of growth rather than sort of doing the same thing, because it's almost like you could stagnate too much if you don't step into new opportunities or try new things. But what I'm getting from this is perseverance as well, and perseverance will reap rewards for you. So don't give up when it comes to your work, finances, your career, financial and material aspects of life, because it's showing that your perseverance, your efforts, your dedication, and your ability to sort of see things through to completion will actually reap you really strong rewards financially this year. So that's very good. Interesting. So you have timeout on the numerology card, which is saying that there is a need to take a break from, what I'm getting is the way you've been doing things. So again, you might need to change things up. You might need to, you're probably going to be working hard this year with these cards so far. So what I'm feeling with this is make sure you don't just overwork yourself in order to get ahead, that you actually let yourself have some downtime. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. So make sure you make space for yourself this year to have downtime. Oh, interesting, Sun in Virgo. So this is very much focused on work and career, and also a little bit to do with health, for the people that chose the Pyrite. And it's interesting because it says, I don't know if you can see that, but on the top of the card there it says you reap what you sow. So the efforts that you put in this year, in 2019, are going to reap rewards. But it's like the harvest. It's like there's a time to plant the seeds, there's a time to watch the crops grow, there's a time to reap the harvest. So things are happening all in stages for you. So what I'm getting is patience is needed, but things will definitely happen for you, because you did have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Angel of the Night Stars also comes in with a message for you. Just pull that back a bit to see it a bit better. Yeah, so this card is saying remember to, take time out to enjoy and have joy in your life, rather than just be focused on getting ahead, or accumulating material things, or looking at too much the material side of life. Make sure you get out in nature. Make sure you spend time musing and looking at the stars, and being in a sort of more out of your logical mind and more in an intuitive mind space, so that you can pick up on other energies coming in. So yeah, there's interesting messages here. So I feel like there's success for you this year if you chose that, the Pyrite. I feel like it's just needing that you need to have balance with your health and your work, but there is success for you this year in some endeavor, because the word was on the Virgo card, endeavor. So whether that's your career, personal projects, something creative that you're doing, there is progress for you this year, which could be potentially very rewarding. Okay, so let's have a look at the people that chose the blue goldstone. Okay, so let's see the tarot cards first. Interesting. So you have the Two of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So there could be a decision that you are struggling to make at some point during this year about a new path, okay? You're wanting a new start in some way, and it's to do with progress and getting ahead in some way. This is also a material card, so it can relate to either, you know, a new job situation that you want, better situation financially for yourself with more abundance, or some kind of new beginning that is very practical for your life. That there's a strong sense of independence here and wanting to do your own thing. So whether that's just branching out on your own in some way that feels more independent, or you know, starting a completely new job, that could be the thing. But the new start here, it's a page, so it is definitely a new beginning, but it's almost like having to start something possibly from scratch for some people. You have also the card from the numerology of moderation. So this is obviously speaking very clearly for itself, which is about balance and not sort of going to extremes this year. So maybe watching your emotions and your emotional side doesn't get out of balance with your practical needs, is what I'm getting. And, oh, beautiful. The Angel of Comfort is with you this year, and the eclipse in Taurus, reevaluation. Wow, a change of heart. That's very interesting. So what I'm getting here is, for some people, two meanings here. One is you will be, even if you experience change, you will be able to feel stable. So it might be a bit sort of choppy at first, but there is a desire for change. I feel that. And there could be changes in a relationship, new love coming in. I'm really drawn to the love heart here, and it's an eclipse energy. It says change of heart and reevaluation. 26 in numerology adds to 8, which is about intimacy, but also transformation and new psychological and experiences that may be also new intimate experiences. The Angel of Comfort is interesting because it's also talking to you about needing to break out of a comfort zone so that you can grow, okay? And the angels will be with you because maybe change is hard for you. Or maybe you're one of these people that doesn't really like. I mean, a lot of us human beings, we don't like to shake up our lives too much because we get comfortable in a routine, and especially, you know, it's Taurus energy here, so it's saying that you're someone that maybe has aspects about you that likes stability, likes feeling the routine, likes to be in nature, likes to be peaceful. But the thing is, we all have to grow. So really, there's a lot of new beginnings here. It shows that there could be new things happening with your work and your finances this year, and new things happening in relationships this year. But the message here also is watch your emotions, don't get the better of you, and remember that to somehow stay in control of your emotions as well this year. So meditation could be good. If you chose a rose quartz, Seer stone, these are your cards. I'm just going to turn them all over, just make it easier. Oh, goodness me, that's intense. So if you chose this one, there's a brand new beginning. There's an ending and a new beginning. Very powerful cards here. So, what else do I have for you guys? Spirituality, Angel of Determination, and Sun in Taurus, practicalities, boosting self-worth and finances. Nice. All right, wow, geez, a lot going on. The energies are very intense for this reading if you chose the rose quartz. So, all right, so you had the Ace of Wands first. So with the Ace of Wands coming first, followed by the Tower, I'd say there's a new beginning, but then some kind of abrupt change as well. So there's definitely like endings and beginnings and transformation around you this year if you chose the rose quartz stone, sorry. The Ace of Wands here is very exciting change, but then it's like, you know, I'm getting for some people there could be a new relationship that's very, very powerful and very intense. That's for some people. For other people, I'm getting that, let me just tune into this, what this is. There could be a change with, I'm getting psychically for some people, there could be a change with a family member, like a sudden, unexpected development with an older family member or something like that. Maybe someone has to go to hospital, or someone's health. That's one thing that's coming through. But it's not, for some people I'm getting that after they go through a healing crisis, they actually come back from it renewed and with, you know, looking after their health better. So there's that as well. Let me just see if there's anything else for anyone else with this. Okay. A new relationship for some people is going to cause massive changes in your life that could have some sort of shockwaves go through what feels like the stability of your life. So it's very powerful energy there. The Angel of Determination is saying, even if things are very intense for you this year, you must not give up. You have to keep going and understand that sometimes when change happens, things are a bit of a mess for a while. You know, things are a bit chaotic until the dust settles and we just start to sort of find a new routine and get comfortable with that, you know. So also for some people there is a new work situation. You know, obviously there's a lady here, she's going to a job, shows the city in the background, an elevator and staircase. So there is progress in your career with regards to income and your work, but you need to have determination to make sure that you don't give up. Spirituality and Taurus energy is interesting because it shows that this year you're going to need a balance of pursuing your material goals and also staying in touch with your spiritual side, okay? So practicality and spirituality. And true spirituality is very much a balance of, you know, bringing in your beliefs and concepts into some kind of practical aspect of your life. So, you know, merging the two together. But it looks like there's very positive energy potentially for finances for you this year, and also growth in terms of spirituality, psychically, with your psychic abilities and so forth. So it's really good. All right, and last one. So this is the Labradorite. And for the people that chose Labradorite, let me have a look here. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so the tarot cards are the Four of Pentacles and, sorry, it was that way, the Hanged Man. Right, so this seems to be to do with your home or love life situation. Something is stuck here or stagnant, okay? So it says focus on your home and love. So even if you're in a situation where there is a change because of a situation being stagnant, it is saying still focus on being a loving person. Just, you know, if there is a relationship that's changing or ending, try to transition, you know, through that experience with a loving heart and with acceptance of the situation. It could be that a situation is difficult to let go of because of the Four of Pentacles with the Hangman, and it could be because it's comforting, because that's very much the Cancerian energy. And for some people there is a desire to move home, but again it's like concerns about finances and also not knowing how to make a new beginning. You may need to be patient with this situation of change that's happening this year. There's definitely change, but it might feel a bit slow to start with until sort of further into the year. I feel like after March, it might start to move a bit more quickly. The other two cards that you have if you chose Labradorite are Communication and Angel of Learning. So what I'm getting from this year, your communication skills will be under the spotlight. So that could be to do with writing, public speaking, you know, even keeping a journal, the way you communicate with others in relationships and in significant aspects of your life is going to be important. Also for some people there's something to do with, this is not going to be everybody obviously, but some people there's something to do with a course, learning new things or relearning things that you've done in the past, like possibly taking up a creative skill or hobby that you've done before that could be to do with your hands or to do with, you know, creativity. There could be a communication aspect with it, such as sharing it online, selling something that you create, you know, that you write or that you make yourself. That's something. It could be like a home-based business as well, which I'm getting with that potentially for some people. Or it could be that you're taking on a new phase of learning that's very powerful for your life this year. The other ways this can play out is that there are some people maybe starting a course or going to university or even finishing a phase of learning and moving on to a new phase. So for these people, I do feel that there is a change that wants to happen, and it's either to do with a change to do with family, home, relocation, or, you know, change of dynamics with the family in some way. But as I said, there is some holding on, like clinging on, like in that Cancerian energy. but it's like in time when it's destined, it will start to move forward, and it will move forward this year, but as I said, it might just be a bit slow in some way. All right, so those were the 2019 year ahead messages for you, and that's not going to resonate for everybody. There's only 4 different ones to choose from, so you know, take what resonates with you. And thank you for watching. If you would like a personal reading from me, just follow the links below. Turnaround time at the moment is approximately 7 to 14 business days. Thank you so much and have a great week, everyone. Bye.